Let's make it amazing. All right, everybody, settle in. So, I hear you're planning a trip to Canada. That's fantastic. I love Canada. The people are nice, the scenery is, well, it's really, really big and beautiful. But here's the thing. You don't want to just to Canada like you're just ticking off a box on some giant travel checklist. No, no, no. We want you to Canada. We want you to come back with stories that make your friends say, wow, you didn't just see a moose. You had a conversation with it. Okay, maybe not a full conversation, but you get the idea. We're talking about making memories that stick, like maple syrup on on everything because it's delicious. Before you start packing your toque and your double money, let's make sure you're not just visiting. You're experiencing it to the fullest. Canada is vast, it's diverse, and it's got so much more to offer than just polite people and an obsession with hockey, though those are pretty great too. Think of me as your friendly travel guide, the one who's going to spill all the secrets so you can have the kind of trip that makes you want to go back again and again. We're going to dive deep, get a little adventurous, and maybe even learn a French word or two. It's going to be fun, I promise. So grab a Nanaimo bar if you know what that is, and if you don't, you will soon. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you how to travel smarter, see more, and truly enjoy the best Canada has to offer. We're talking about insider tips, things I wish I knew, and how to make your Canadian adventure absolutely unforgettable. We're going to cover everything from picking the perfect spot to timing it just right, and even how to save a few loonies and toonies along the way. Get ready because your Canadian dream trip starts right now. And trust me, it's going to be a good one. Not all flannel is created equal. Choosing your Canadian playground. First things first, Canada is big, like really, really big. You could fit most of Europe into it and still have room for a decent-sized hockey rink or several. So, thinking you can see it all in one go? That's like trying to eat a whole poutine the size of a small car in one sitting. It's ambitious, I'll give you that, but probably not the best idea for your overall enjoyment, or your digestion. The key here, my friends, is to focus. Pick a region, just one, and really get to know it. Immerse yourself. Become one with the maple leaf, so to speak. Think about what kind of traveler you are. Are you an ooh, look at the tall buildings and fancy restaurants kind of person? Or are you more of a wow, that mountain is majestic? I wonder if there's Wi-Fi at the top individual. Maybe you're all about history and culture. Or perhaps you just want to sit by a lake and contemplate the meaning of life, or at least what to have for dinner. Each part of Canada offers something completely unique, a different flavor, a different vibe. It's like a giant buffet, but instead of different kinds of salads, it's different kinds of awesome. Toques or t-shirts, timing your Canadian caper. All right, so you've picked your playground, high five. Now let's talk about to-go. Canada has seasons, and I mean it really seasons. It's not like some places where it's just hot or less hot. Oh no, Canada commits to its seasons. Each one brings a completely different vibe, different activities, and even different kinds of beauty. So timing your visit right can make a huge difference in your experience. It's like choosing the right outfit for a party. You don't want to show up in a snowsuit to a summer barbecue, right? Let's start with spring. Ah, spring! The snow melts, eventually. The birds start singing like they've just had the best coffee of their lives, and everything starts to turn green. It's a time of renewal. In many parts of Canada, spring means blooming flowers, from tulips in Ottawa to cherry blossoms in Vancouver. The weather is milder, the crowds are generally smaller than in peak summer, and you might even spot some baby wildlife, which is, scientifically speaking, adorable. It's a great time for city exploring and early season hikes before it gets too hot. Then comes summer. This is Canada in full glorious technicolor. Warm weather, long sunny days, perfect for all those outdoor activities you've been dreaming about. Hiking, biking, kayaking, swimming in a lake that's so clear you can see your toes wiggling. Getting from A to B, eh? Okay, let's have a little heart-to-heart about something important. Canada's size. I mentioned it's big, right? Well, I'm going to say it again because it's one of those things that's hard to truly grasp until you're there. Looking at a map and realizing that driving from Toronto to Vancouver is like driving from Los Angeles to New York, and then some. It's not a hop, skip, and a jump. It's more of a pack snacks, a good playlist, and maybe a pillow kind of journey. So, traveling smart between destinations is key to not spending your entire vacation just traveling. If you're planning to visit multiple regions that are far apart, like the Maritimes and the Rockies, flying is going to be your best friend. Domestic flights can connect you between major cities relatively quickly. Yes, it might cost a bit more, and you'll miss some of the scenery from 30,000 feet, but it saves you days of travel time. Think of it as a time machine that gets you to the next bit of fun faster. Just be sure to book in advance, especially during peak seasons, because those seats can fill up faster than a beaver builds a dam. Now, if you're focusing on one region or you love a good road trip, then driving is a fantastic option. Renting a car gives you incredible flexibility. Tapping into true Canadian culture. All right, let's talk culture. Because Canada isn't just about stunning landscapes. It's about the people, the history, the food, all the things that make a place unique and memorable. And I want you to experience the Canadian culture, not just the stuff you see on a postcard. It's about going a little deeper, connecting a little more, and coming away with a real feel for the true North, strong and free, and delicious. First up, the food. Oh, Canada, your food is an adventure in itself. You absolutely have to try poutine fries, cheese curds, gravy. It sounds weird, it looks weirder, but trust me, it's a national treasure for a reason, especially after a late night. Then there's maple syrup, obviously. But don't just buy it in a plastic jug. Visit a sugar shack if you can, see how it's made. And depending on where you are, there's Nanaimo bars in BC, tourtière, a meat pie in Quebec, fresh seafood in the Maritimes, bannock, a traditional indigenous bread. The list goes on. Be brave, try the local specialties, visit farmers markets. Your taste buds will thank you. A really important and enriching part of experiencing Canadian culture is learning about and supporting Indigenous communities. First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples have rich, diverse cultures and histories that are foundational to Canada. Seek out Indigenous-owned tourism experiences. Maybe it's a guided tour, a visit to a cultural center, or purchasing authentic arts and crafts. Attend a powwow if you have the chance. They are vibrant celebrations of culture. Always approach these experiences with respect and a willingness to listen and learn. It's a powerful way to connect with the land and its original inhabitants. Don't be shy about joining in on community events. Canadians love a good festival, and there's pretty much always something going on, especially in the summer. Get your adventure on, but safely, embracing the great Canadian outdoors. If there's one thing Canada has in spades, it's the great outdoors. We're talking epic mountains, pristine lakes, vast forests, rugged coastlines. It's basically Mother Nature's masterpiece, and you absolutely have to get out there and embrace it. Whether you're a hardcore adventurer or someone who just enjoys a nice walk with a pretty view, there's something for everyone. But, and this is a big but like a moose's backside, you've got to do it safely. Nature is beautiful, but she also has her moods. Let's talk about some must-do outdoor activities. Hiking is a given, with trails ranging from easy lakeside strolls to challenging multi-day treks in the backcountry. Kayaking or canoeing on a calm lake or a winding river, it's pure Canadian bliss. Camping under the stars, far away from city lights, is an experience you won't forget. Wildlife viewing is a huge draw: bears, moose, elk, whales, eagles, but always, always from a safe and respectful distance. In winter, skiing, snowboarding, and snowshoeing are king. The options are endless. Canada's national and provincial parks are the crown jewels of its natural heritage. Places like Banff, Jasper, Gros Morne, Pacific Rim, these parks protect incredible ecosystems and offer fantastic visitor facilities. If you're planning to visit several national parks, consider getting a Parks Canada Discovery Pass. It gives you entry to numerous sites across the country and can save you money in the long run. It's like an all-access pass to awesome. Let's be real, travel can get a little pricey. You want to see and do all the amazing things, but you also don't want to come home and find your bank account looking like a deflated hockey puck. The good news is, you can absolutely have an incredible Canadian adventure without breaking the bank. It's all about being a savvy traveler, making smart choices, and knowing a few tricks of the trade. We're talking about saving money without missing out on the good stuff. One of the biggest ways to save is by booking things in advance. I'm talking flights, accommodations, and even some popular tours or attractions. Airlines often release their cheapest seats months ahead, so if you know your dates, start looking early. The same goes for hotels or unique stays. The good deals and the cool spots get snapped up quickly, especially during peak season or for special events. A little planning ahead can lead to significant savings. It's like getting a front row seat for a discount win-win. Look into travel passes and city cards, especially if you're planning to spend a few days in a major city like Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal. These passes often bundle entry to multiple attractions and can include public transportation for a set price. Do the math. If you're planning to visit several of the included spots, a city card can save you a good chunk of change and often lets you skip the ticket lines. It's like a VIP pass for the budget-conscious explorer. When it comes to accommodation, think beyond traditional hotels, unless you find a great deal. Hostels are a fantastic option for solo travelers or those on a tight budget, and they're a great way to meet other adventurers. Airbnb or VRBO can offer good value, especially for families or groups. And having a kitchen means you can save money on meals. And don't forget camping. Canada has incredible campgrounds, from basic sites to those with more amenities, and it's a super affordable way to stay in beautiful locations. Okay, let's be honest, Canada is ridiculously photogenic. From majestic mountains to charming cityscapes, every corner you turn seems to be begging for a photo op. And you're going to want to capture those memories, not just for the gram, but for yourself, to look back on and relive those amazing moments. But there's a bit of an art to capturing and sharing your journey. And it's not just about having the latest phone or camera. It's about being present, being smart, and sharing responsibly. First, let's talk photo spots. Yes, there are the iconic ones, Lake Louise with its turquoise water, the CN Tower piercing the Toronto skyline, Peggy's Cove Lighthouse in Nova Scotia, and you should definitely get those shots. But don't be afraid to look for unique angles or explore a little off the beaten path, safely of course, to find your own special viewpoints. Sometimes the most memorable photos are the ones that aren't the standard postcard shot, but something that captures unique experience of a place. Consider connecting with local creators or guides. They often know the hidden gems, the best times of day for light, and perspectives that you might not find on your own. This could be a local photographer offering photo tours, or even just striking up a conversation with an artist at a local market who can point you to a particularly scenic or interesting spot. Their local knowledge can be invaluable for getting those truly special shots and understanding the story behind what you're seeing. Here's a really important one. Experience it first, post it second. It's so easy to get caught up in trying to get the perfect shot for social media that you forget to actually in the moment. Put the phone down sometimes. Soak in the view with your own eyes, not just through a lens. Feel the breeze, hear the sounds, smell the pine trees or the salty air. All right, we've talked a lot about planning, picking regions, timing your visit, booking things, being prepared. And all of that is super important, it really is. It lays the foundation for a smooth and successful trip. But here's a little secret. One of the best ingredients for a truly unforgettable Canadian adventure is something you can't plan at all: spontaneity. It's about leaving a little wiggle room in your perfectly crafted itinerary for the unexpected, for the delightful detours, for the magic that happens when you just go with the flow. It's so easy to get caught up in a checklist mentality when you travel. Okay, we have to see this, then be at that place by 2 p.m. sharp. And while that ensures you hit the highlights, it can also make you feel rushed and stressed if things don't go exactly according to plan, which, let's be honest, they often don't when you're traveling. Sometimes the most memorable moments are the ones that weren't on any list, the little surprises that pop up along the way. So, how do you plan for spontaneity? It sounds like a contradiction, I know, but it's more about a mindset. It's about not overscheduling every single minute of your day. Leave some afternoons free. Have a day or two with no fixed plans at all. This gives you the freedom to linger longer at a place you fall in love with, or to change your plans entirely if something more interesting comes up. It's about being flexible and open to possibilities. One of the best ways to find these spontaneous adventures is to talk to locals. We touched on this earlier, but it's worth repeating. That friendly barista, the chatty shop owner, the person you meet on a hiking trail. They live there. They know the hidden gems, the cool local events, the best place to get a butter tart that isn't in any guidebook. Ask for their recommendations. Well, there you have it. We've covered a lot, from picking your perfect Canadian playground to embracing those wonderful, unplanned moments. Canada is more than just a destination. It's an experience. It's the friendly faces, the stunning landscapes that just go on forever, the taste of poutine on a chilly evening, and the feeling of awe when you see the northern lights or a whale breaching. And now, I really believe you're ready to make the most of it, to go beyond just seeing the sights and truly connect with this amazing country. So the big question is, after all this talk of mountains and cities, poutine and politeness, what part of Canada are you most excited to explore? Are you dreaming of the rugged coasts of Newfoundland, the vibrant streets of Montreal, the majestic Rockies, or the serene beauty of the prairies? I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and let me know what's calling your name. Maybe your plans will inspire someone else. Or maybe I'll just get jealous and start planning my own next trip. If this video helped you get a little more excited or a little better prepared for your Canadian adventure, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's like a virtual high five. And if you want more travel tips, not just for this trip but for exploring every corner of Canada, from coast to coast to the far north, be sure to subscribe. This channel is your go-to guide for discovering the very best of Canadian travel.